Yes, I'd like to welcome you to another history video from Maurice Revels, graduate student at Liberty University. Now, today I want to speak to you on the First Amendment. Now, the First Amendment is a very important amendment, and the First Amendment it simply restricts the government from from keeping anyone from freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Restricts the government from putting restriction on the press. It restricts the government from putting any restrictions on assemblies. And this is a very important amendment because when we were controlled by Great Britain, of course we can only say but certain things. So when our founding fathers wanted to be able to kind of get rid of this so we could always have a democracy. Now, problems with the First Amendment would be an example, Katrina, when we had the Hurricane Katrina and the relief efforts. The government tried to restrict CNN from reporting what was really going on with the relief efforts in Katrina, and we all know that the relief efforts weren't going very well, and the government wanted to restrict CNN from reporting what was really happening. And of course CNN, they stood up to the government, and they took a stand, and they were able to report what was going on. And these type of things, the government can become a problem in that maybe if something becomes a security issue of safety of our troops, that kind of thing, this could become a problem with the First Amendment as well. There was a case in I think around 1828, Reynolds versus United States, and Reynolds was a Mormon and a polygamist, and so he was charged with bigamy. He was already married, and he decided to marry someone else. But they charged him and fined him. But he said that he cited that this is part of his First Amendment right, as far as his freedom of religion, and you can't restrict me because this is part of my religion. Well, of course, this was not overturned, but he wanted to cite that this was part of his religion. But according to law in that particular territory or state, you couldn't be married to more than one woman at one particular time. So the First Amendment is a monumental amendment, but you have to ask yourself, do we really have the First Amendment anymore with what the government does as far as its restrictions? And just we had an incident with Donald Sterling, the owner of the Clippers. He has made some racial slurs, on his telephone call to his mistress, and of course they were very hateful things. But with freedom of speech, he has the right to say it, no matter how wrong they are. He has the right to say it. So we have to ask ourselves, do we still have a First Amendment? And is it as important as it used to be? And going forward, can we still practice the First Amendment and not offend the rest of the country or for the well-being of the country? Thank you again for your time. And this was about the First Amendment. Thank you.